This is a very special episode. And if you're new here, hi, I am Happy Sock, and today is the 1-year anniversary of our Happy Little Survival Adventure series, and this whole Minecraft channel as well. And to celebrate these milestones appropriately, I am going to give you a little world tour of all of the buildings we made so far and talk about some of my future plans I have for this village. I also might sprinkle in some of my favorite moments from the last 16 episodes, because technically this is episode 17. Can you believe that? This is gonna be so much fun and I am super excited. So let's just jump right in. This is our cozy little village, Chill Valley. It's mainly inspired by the wonderful architecture in Studio Ghibli movies, but let's take a look into the past, where on this very day, 1 year ago, we started our little survival journey and stumbled upon this charming cherry blossom valley. I instantly fell in love with this area and it inspired me to settle down and build our starter base. And the reception of the first video was crazy. It is to date by far the most viewed video of this channel, and I definitely did not expect it to blow up so much. Naturally, I was quite overwhelmed with so much amazing feedback from you all, so I tried my best with my very early game resources to build this giant cherry blossom bonsai in episode 2. It also keeps the very first diamond I mined in honor of the Sock Squad community that came to life because of you. Yes, you there, watching the video right now. Thank you so much. As we went on our first expedition beyond our village in episode 3, we stumbled upon something very unusual, to say the least. Inside of a sunken shipwreck, we found a creeper casually hanging out with a dolphin. And to be honest, I think of them a lot. But we also found our first and only sniffer egg so far, buried in suspicious sand somewhere deep in the ocean. And of course, we had to build a place for the sniffer baby. And since we needed a cow pen anyways, I simply combined the two of them inside a cozy red barn with a windmill. And that's where Sneed was born. Oh, and if you're wondering about Caramel over here, we found her back in episode 6 in a desert village. The guy I was talking to was not very helpful, and making it back to the village posed as a way more challenging task as we were literally oceans apart. If you haven't seen that episode, definitely go check it out. Wait, not now. I want to show you my favorite pond. It has salmon, it has koi fish in it, and look at the little bridge we made as well. I tried to play with gradients and colors to emphasize the different depths of the pond, and it is to date one of my absolute favorite additions to the village. I have a cute little fisher hut in mind to put next to the bridge as part of the villager profession buildings, and we are also going to need a place for some pigs and sheep and maybe chicken as well in this area. Oh yeah, and we made this little functional building where currently our sugarcane farm is not really turning away, but way back in episode 3, when we built this, we met our first resident of the village, which neither of us knew at that point, but somehow this pillager followed me inside, and because I didn't know what to do with him, I just pushed him inside our adventure chest boat. And that is how Kyle joined the village. Another beloved friend of ours lives right next door as we build a little stable for our episode 1 foal Socks. Isn't she cute? Moving to unknown land back in episode 5, when we built this spooky nether portal in the Cherry Blossom Hills. It was also Halloween season, and let's say our first few attempts were dead ends, but a few armor upgrades and episodes later, we were able to build up this sort of safe space that simultaneously serves as a tiny bartering farm. But let's go back into the overworld, because setting up a nether base would not have been possible without the help of an enchantment setup, which in our case is located inside this big wizardy tower. Building this was a huge undertaking for me, as we still just had iron armor and lots of materials to gather. But it was so worth it in the end, if you ask me, especially since we now also have some villagers living inside. We still need a proper name for Unbreaking 3 guy over here, so give me something good in the comments. And except from maybe Carlita up in the tower, who seemed to magically appear in the attic, every villager of this village originates from this little real estate we built in episode 7, which is definitely not a villager breeder or a zombie converter. Oh, okay, and except these two farmers, they immigrated from the neighbors. Their names are Pete and Ruth, by the way. Trust me, I just didn't get to do the name tag thing yet. But these two were really useful for us to employ some helpers to run our local iron golem onsen, which again, definitely not an iron farm. The stressed golems come here, take the water slide into the hot tub, relax a bit, and leave a tip. That's it. Oh yeah, and the villagers have a good work-sleep balance as well, trust me. And if they want, they now can grab some tea from the tea house next door. Established in episode 11 and run by Mending Margaret herself, we recently seem to have also gotten a trainee. He just gets really upset if you look at him though, so maybe just ignore him. Now, on to one of our most recent and biggest additions to the village. Our huge bee/ant pagoda dedicated to the one and only dragon egg. And of course the production of honeycombs. And all because we bravely faced the ender dragon and returned victoriously from the end, not only with the egg, but also our adorable butterfly wings. And the newest building here in Chill Valley is the Armadillo Archery Hall, run by Flint and his 3 armadillo companions. We built this back in episode 15 after the 1.21 release to play around with the new tough variants. And I am still so happy about how it complements the area for our wood collection. Oh, and since we are here, I quickly wanted to show you something. This is where I dug my way out of the trial chambers we visited in the last episode. It is still in the village vicinity, so I thought we could do something cool with that. Maybe an entrance hall with a big staircase downwards? I don't know, let me know in the comments if you have some suggestions for this area. And finally, the last part of today's world tour is going to be what currently is underway to become the farming district of the village. Tucked underneath the cherry blossom trees, I've been chipping away at all the little basic farms we need to operate this place. In between episodes, I added another sheep farm as well as a simple cactus farm, and we have this caveman over there for some immediate pumpkin and melon trading action. And if you have been watching closely, during the world tour, I have been collecting some resources to add another tiny farm in here, and that is going to be the final piece for our grand 1-year anniversary world tour finale. Ta-da! A 2-tall flower farm for all your easy decoration and dye demands. So, let's run this baby for a tiny bit. And with all of these new dyes, plus the green dye from the cactus farm and the rest of the materials we gathered, we can now craft some crazy cool firework rockets to celebrate this anniversary. You also already might have noticed the tiny bits of party decoration I sprinkled around the village, including these colorful hanging signs at the cherry blossom bonsai. And that brings me back to you guys. This whole series couldn't have come to life if it wasn't for the absolutely heartwarming amount of love from you all. I appreciate each and every one of you watching and following along the journey. And there are a few people I want to give a little extra shout out to, because you guys just really go the extra mile with your support with each and every video that comes out, and I am so grateful for that. And I was not quite sure how to go about this part because I want to make something special, like maybe a building or a dedicated area of some sorts for you. Or maybe the tree area is already that? So, I don't know. For now, I think I'm going to put you guys on the hanging signs and we can then figure out together how to proceed. So we have Darkling 5499, Random Human 91, Plumi 8431 and Elisa Vogt 2892. You guys were there since day one. And I love reading your comments. I'm always happy seeing you around, so I really appreciate you guys. And then we have 4 more people who went out of their way to comment every single video I posted. And that is just insane. We have 100% Meep, which I accidentally called Meep for about a year until I figured out his name is 100% me. Also, we have Kyrix, the Dragon Emperor, always coming in with amazing comments and lovely feedback. Then, of course, Don't Mess with Nemo, who is also always around, always lurking in the background, dropping a comment, and 114 Yam. You have been around since day one as well. So these amazing and lovely people are some real day one supporters who always got in touch with amazing comments, ideas and feedback, and I enjoy these kinds of interactions so much. So a big thank you for all of your support. You truly are the backbone of our Sock Squad. And of course, thank you to everyone else just watching and casually enjoying the series. And also to everyone having my videos up for background noise while studying or chilling. I see you and I appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, we have made it to the end of this special celebration episode. And I am honestly so proud of us for building all of this up over the last year. I am so incredibly excited to see how it will further grow over time as we add more and more villager profession houses. I have big plans for some amazing late game farms to obtain all the trickier blocks like Prismarine and frog lights. Oh, I am so excited about the frog lights. And at some point we're gonna have to pay the Warden and the Wither a visit as well. So we have lots of awesome building plans and adventures to come, and so far it just has been an incredibly fun and rewarding journey. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I really hope you enjoyed today's unusual celebration episode. Leave a like if you did and follow if you want to stay tuned. But with that, I am going to see you guys in the next episode. Take good care of yourselves. Goodbye!